And a tiny bit of olive oil, which is very Italian to have with lentil soup. There we are. Tiny bit of olive oil. Tiny bit of olive oil. I put a tiny bit of oil in the pan, which I'm going to rub out with my cloth.
It may surprise you to know that once it's been pressed, olive oil can be tasted like wine. The experience is obviously very different, but this is one way the experts can assess the purity and flavour of their product.
This will assist me in cooking the sardines without the skin sticking. Little olive oil. Because once you put all the meatballs in, there's a tremendous loss of heat in the pan. And what you don't want to do is boil them. Now, splash of olive oil.
Hey, it's Teresa with My Lice Advice, and today we're talking about olive oil for lice. Does it work? And how do you do it?
We'll start off with olive oil. Start off with the olive oil into a pan.
So now we're getting the olive oil. Okay, let's do this. I don't know if we're gonna use olive oil or something like that.
Generous amount of olive oil.
Okay, so now we gotta look for the olive oil.
Touch of olive oil.
Salad dressing.
There it is.
Finish off with olive oil. It just gives it that Mediterranean. It's like a minestrone.
Okay, so obviously we need to buy the bigger one.
A little teaspoon of olive oil.
And you're absolutely going to love it. Couple of tablespoons, 3 or 4 of extra virgin olive oil.
How many should I buy? Should I buy like 10 of them? That's not even enough though. We need a cart.
Okay.
Let's have a little bit of olive oil.
Our extra virgin olive oil. Now.
Couple of lugs of olive oil in there.
Oh my God, dude, this is so much money.
And you'll see why in a minute. Because ultimately we're making a beautiful pie that would normally take certainly an hour to cook.
It's a business expense.
And then just a little drizzle of oil. And what that does is it just stops it going too dry, okay?
So I don't recommend olive oil as a home remedy.
You know, I think there is something to be said for caring. Do you know what I mean? So, a little bit of olive oil. I definitely want to get some olive oil in here. Herb-wise, I'm thinking basil, but you could go for any herb you want, pretty much.
So we got a lot of strange looks. But all that really matters is we got the oil and we're ready to go.
4 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil, maybe 5, but we'll see how we go. Goes in.
Olive oil in the pan.
Squeeze it. No, stop. You're jelly. Oh my God, you should wash your bathtub first.
So let's go olive oil.
Add the olive oil.
Oh my God, dude, this is such a stupid idea.
Just about a tablespoon.
2/3 olive oil.
Drizzle that with some olive oil and just give it a little pat. I'm going to put some olive oil or some sunflower oil in this pan. Do it roughly. Don't try and be like good or well behaved.
A little teaspoon of olive oil. Get that wok really nicely oiled again.
So we're gonna put the rest in there and we'll be back with you guys very soon.
With some nice olive oil, just give a little drizzle. A little bit of oil goes on here as well.
A little touch of olive oil brings the whole crust to life.
So you put a little bit of olive oil on the top there and it'll be nice. What tends to happen with mushrooms, if you cook them this way up, is the water will come out of them. You have a little pool of kind of juice that comes out, which will be gorgeous.
Get that pan really nice and ready.
All right, here we go. Dude, this is so disgusting. Oh my God, it's so cool.
Olive oil on top.
That, with some good olive oil, start oiling the whole board.
Dude, it's so slippery.
What I'm doing now is I'm just adding enough oil to loosen it like this. I just put a little bit of olive oil on the water like that, just because it's the absorption method, the oil just kind of stops it all kind of sticking together. It just a little bit, kind of just seems to help it in the pan a little bit.
Okay. Listen, come on.